I wanted to share my experience today. I posted a short video about quote unquote UFOs. I've had more than one experience with UFOs at this point in my life. Anyway, so I wanted to go over a few things today with pretty much I wanted to show my footage but with enhanced video. So let's get down to that. To preface, I was walking my dogs at 5:30 in the morning, really early, and then all of a sudden I witnessed what looked to me it looked like maybe 30, 40 blue light orbs traveling in a straight line, and they were going fast. It kind of reminded me of comets that shoot through the atmosphere and they go in a straight line. But these things they weren't in the atmosphere. They were somewhere not as high in the atmosphere. They're high up. Anyways, the footage I posted a short, and the short was you can't really see anything with the YouTube version. On my phone you can see it clear, slightly clear. I have a Note 10, so it's an older. It's seen some stuff, and it was right before the sun was coming up. So the sun's light was coming up, and then there's black still in the sky straight above me, but the dawn was breaking, and so it made it really hard to capture the light. At first, I wasn't even going to try to capture it, but then I figured, heck, I'd probably make some good content, and I got my tinfoil hat on. It's aluminum foil. Hopefully aluminum works as well as the tin, but alright, let's get serious about things now. Alright. So let me play. We're going to do an examination of the video now. Let me flip you around. Whoa. Alright, let's see if you can see this. We'll play the original and then we'll play the enhanced. Alright, always a glare. Can't see anything. Alright. Alright, so let's see. Here's the enhanced version. I turned up the gamma really high. Yeah, alright, see there? It was a straight line, and there's like 40, looks like 50 maybe. Anyways, they're bright blue. Right there is the sky, the sunlight. So the lower part of the screen. So yeah, down here is the sunlight. There's me right there. What the hell? And then there's the line. This is the dawn right there underneath that light part. So these guys, I have no idea what they were. More than likely it's military. But the line was so straight, you know. And just keep playing that back and forth. So yeah, down here is the dawn, the sun. I've enhanced this image, so that was what I saw this morning. I'm not sure exactly. It was blue. They're blue orbs. They look about like 40 of them, and they're blue, and they kind of look. Oh hey, yeah, I was just showing some UFOs. Some unidentified flying objects I saw in the sky this morning at like 5:30. So I posted a short, and it was dark out, and so you can't really see much. So oh yeah, what the hell? That's me right there. If you guys seen the short, but this is all the dawn. So the ground is down there. This is like the skyline. The sun's coming up. So these guys are flying into the east. And yeah, it was like a cascade. It didn't look like it flew, but it was like a cascading thing. So this is up in the sky, yeah. But yeah, it was like a bunch of them. You can barely see it on my phone, the raw footage, but it's there. And then when I tried to upload it, it was just so grainy. Can't see much, but yeah, that was the sky. I saw about 40, 50 orbs. They look like orbs. They could have been lights, but they're just cascading through the sky this morning, right above my head. I wasn't going to record, but I decided to do it at the last minute, and so they're kind of far, but they were traveling very quick. And yeah, bright blue, and they were just grease lightning through the sky, just flowing through the sky like nothing. So, and it's such a straight line. It kind of reminded me of like a comet or an asteroid flowing through. It was such a straight line. That was what's so weird. Maybe drones, like computer program. Anyway, so that's what I saw. Wanted to share that with you guys. More clarity on that. Maybe. But yeah, so we're getting that out. All right. So yeah, we saw some UFOs today. I have actually seen UFOs before, and that was around 2011 in the Ozark Mountains in Arkansas. I've heard from conspiracy or ufologists, UFO people, um, that the UFOs stick around quartz crystals, and yeah. So when I was in there, in the Arkansas, I was watching. I was at a music festival called Wakarusa, and the bands were. It was a 3 day music festival up in the Ozark Mountains, and there's a military base somewhere around there, Arkansas. Anyways, so earlier that day, I was watching music. It was a Saturday, and I was watching music, and a jet flew over us. It was like closest I've ever been to a jet from, like, yeah, just being, yeah, it was so close to us. I've never been closer to a jet. It flew over us and shook everything. You know, you could hardly hear yourself think at that point. Anyways, so later that night, I had laser pointers at my camp at our campsite. I had a blue and a green laser pointer, and I was pretty much writing cursive in the sky. And cursive is apparently a form of necromancy, which is communicating with the dead. I didn't know that, and apparently that, and so the cursive resembles the waving of the wand, the fluid waving of the wand, maybe like a magician or an orchestra, like an guy that a conductor of an orchestra. And so I had these laser pens at the music festival, and I was writing my name in the sky just out of boredom. I was all by myself at the campground, and so I had a green and a blue one. The green laser pointer was visible further, but the blue laser pointer, I'm pretty sure it has a denser um, ray, like I think it was ultraviolet, not infrared, but ultraviolet rays in the blue laser pointer. The green laser pointer doesn't have that. So I was using the green one first, and I thought maybe I should put the green one away and use the blue one because it's a little less visible to the human eye. And I kind of want to save the green one for special events. Anyway, so I'm writing my name in cursive in the sky with a blue laser pointer, and all of a sudden I feel like something connected to my brain, and like it didn't talk to me, it didn't say anything, it just felt like something was present in my consciousness and like my head, and it scared the heck out of me, and pretty much my body froze up, and I felt like it was like, what is that when you're sleep paralysis? It was like a sleep paralysis. I felt like I fell into. I couldn't move my body, and I could barely move my hands, and I was still kind of waving the laser pointer around. It was all happening so quick, And all of a sudden, I remember just being very terrified. And for some reason, I don't know, it's me, maybe me, my fault as a human, but I started to outline a nuclear bomb because like the most powerful thing I could think of. I was just trying to intimidate whatever it was. I couldn't even explain what it was in my head, but I felt like something connected to me. And so I was trying to, and I couldn't move my body, and except for my hands a little bit. So I outlined a nuclear bomb, and as soon as I did that, whatever was like talking or communicating with me was got really upset, and all of a sudden I remember looking up, and there's like orbs in the sky, and there's four of them, and they made a quadrant, so they made a plane, so they got into four spots, four corners, and my hand could not exit that plane. So the laser pointer was like stuck in that plane that they created. And then all of a sudden they start closing in closer and closer and closer together. And I can feel the anxiety in my chest. And as soon as they close in to become one orb, I did some kind of like Fibonacci spiral out of whatever it was. And anyways, that was that. So, and then I gave some weird mountain guy a ride to his car because I was able. He needed to get to his. There's like camping down the mountain, and he needed to get to his. Or no, he had a car, and he got busted with a bunch of stuff. And the police were like, "If we see you get behind this car, you're in trouble." And he needed to get about like 3 or 4 miles down the road to the auxiliary parking, overflow parking. And so I drove his car, his truck down the street, and he was like some hillbilly dude that like sold weed with the Native Americans. And he was saying how like the postal service works with them or something. I don't know. It was a weird time. It was Wakarusa Music Festival 2011 that happened. I went to Wakarusa Music Festival 2019 or 2009. That was my first major. Actually, the first music festival I ever went to was Swanee Music Festival in Live Oaks, Florida, and that's held on the Van Zant family property, which are the Leonard Skinner. I'm pretty sure it was the original singer of Leonard Skinner. Anyways, the family owns a bar. They used to own a bar at least called Freebirds. I don't know if it's still down in the Panhandle area, but they throw festivals all the time in Live Oaks. It's called um, Swanee Music Festival on the Swanee River. It was fun. That was my first experience. It's more conservative crowd. I got to see Bob Weir and Rat Dog. He's the bass player for the Grateful Dead, and he did a spin-off band called Rat Dog. And I had no idea who the guys were. They did a midday set. I didn't know who anyone was on the ticket or on the venue. It was a 3 day festival. I just decided to go with a friend, spurred like kind of a spur of the moment thing. So we went and yeah, rocked out, and I saw Bob Weir, and it was really really good. Yeah, so I'm not a huge Grateful Dead fan. Not high enough, my man. I'll tell you that. Not high enough. But yeah, I saw Bob Weir and Rat Dog, and Bob Weir rocks. I'm not a huge Dead fan. I'm not a huge Bob Weir fan either. But yeah, they rock. He rocks, man. And second music festival I went to was the Wakarusa 2009, and that was sweet. Iodo and dubstep back in those days were what's up. It was a really good time back then. Um, so I decided to go back in 2011 as well to Wakarusa, and that's when I had my experience seeing the UFOs. Yeah, so yeah, it was pretty fascinating. But let me show. I don't know if anybody's joining, but we'll go back over the footage again since we're live. All right. So here's the enhanced footage from the short I posted earlier today. There's me, and I'm looking at orbs in the sky, cascading through the sky. About like maybe 40 of them at the most. No, you can count them, probably. I haven't counted them, but fascinating. What the hell? What the hell? Alright, well, that clears up the air. I just wanted to kind of put that out there, and yeah, I don't know what that was, but I saw it today, and so hopefully, I don't know, someone will see this, but I haven't seen any pictures. Everything you look up online is like modified, and it's, you know, artistically rendered, and nowadays everything's AI, so that's really hard. But what is fascinating is that the UFO moved like one of these machines. It reminded me the way they cascaded through the sky.
This one looks like a little assembly line of.
Yeah, like that. They're just moving so gracefully through the sky, and they look like little beads just strolling right through the sky. Anyways, I thought that was cool. Alright, guys, that's all I got. UFO testimony. So, yeah.